John in Union City. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well,
Hi
how
there.
can we help you?
Well, what I'm wondering is, Congressman Stark, what is your position concerning all of this spending that's going on, and when is Congress going to get in control spending?
Well, where would you like us to cut?
Well, I think we need to cut things to the bone as far as I'm concerned. 'Cause we can't
but John, which things? You want me to cut defense?
everything. Yes.
Everything. Okay.
Across the board,
I'm with you.
5% to every federal program.
Okay. I have no quarrel with
Whether it
that.
hurts or not, until we have a balanced budget.
I have no quarrel with that. I'm not sure that politically it would go through, but I suggest that if we can't agree, Republicans and Democrats, about what programs, and you know where we would differ on that, where the different parties would be, then let's say, okay, let's go across the board, and then that would do it. So we saved $500 billion in Medicare last year, but maybe we can, if we can save more and do it your way, I'd have no quarrel.
I don't think we saved a dime on Medicare.
Oh, and
the expenditures still had to be made, didn't they?
oh, they have to be made, but nonetheless, they didn't go up as much as medical care in general, and we have very low overhead, so that. Pardon?
I disagree with that you would expect that to be savings just because the cost of Medicare didn't go up so much in the
all right, you and I can disagree on that. If an increase is stated in the law, and there's a 10% increase stated in the law for a federal program, and you don't let the 10% increase happen, that's a cut in my book. And it certainly is a cut for the person who was expecting the 10% increase. Whether the person's expecting a 10% increase and you cut them 10%, you're talking about a 20% cut, and I'm not sure that works out right. But in any event, we saved a lot of money, and I don't think there's anybody on either side of the aisle who would like to save more where we can. The question is politically, where can we and where can we get the support? Joyce in Hayward, are you with us?
Yes, I am, Pete. I really am enjoying all of this conversation.
Yes.
It's quite informative. But what I wanted to talk about was the cuts that I had heard that's coming to the IHSS programs, and wondered how you stood on that.
Which program?
IHSS, the In-Home Supportive Services.
The which?
In-Home Supportive Services.
Oh, in-home. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just wondered where you stood on that, because I understand that there's going to be more cuts made this year. We've already had.
Well, I hope not, and those are programs that would mostly be paid for under Medi-Cal, and I hope that we're going to provide enough funding so the governor doesn't have to do that, and so we're
do
working.
too, because I have a client, and I know that many of the clients that if we aren't there in their homes taking care of them, doing whatever
They'll cost much more if we have to institutionalize them, and they won't do nearly as well with the care you give them elsewhere. So I'm with you, and I want to see that we can provide to keep people in their homes. So thanks for calling. Shelley in Fremont, are you with us?
Hi, I am with you. I have a question. I live in a homeowners association in Fremont. I live in a homeowners association townhouse in Fremont.
Yes.
And a few years ago, the city of Fremont asked for permission to put the Kinder Morgan pipeline in our front common area. And we said no. So the city of Fremont put the pipeline in the middle of the road. Well, then during the construction of the Washington grade separation for BART, the city decided to move the pipeline onto what is our garden, into our garden. And so now the pipeline is in our garden underneath our open, uncovered dirt, whereas it used to be in the street. So needless to say, as a resident of the Homeowners Association, I'm rather concerned about the liability that this creates for me as a homeowner after the pipeline explosion in San Bruno. So I again contacted the city and expressed my concern, especially given that since I read that Kinder Morgan is putting in new pipelines in other states, and they're claiming a 25 to 40-foot easement on either side of the pipe, both sides, that would be within our private area for sure, within our fence line. So I don't understand. So they told me to call Kinder Morgan, which I did, but Kinder Morgan has not returned my phone calls. So I would appreciate it if somebody could look into how this...
Johnny, I think you're going to have to talk to your state senator or your state assembly person or your local supervisor. That's not a federal issue, and while I could talk at them, I'm not sure that
pipelines regulated federally?
No.
They're not. Okay.
No, so you're...
All right. So I will then contact my senator. And by the way, I am fortunate enough to be a highly compensated individual, and I support lifting the tax on Social Security, the cap on Social Security
Well,
earnings.
you're great. Thank you. That's a very generous position.
I'm also in HR, and I support the unions. We need them.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your support. Be well. I'm sorry that we weren't able to get to many of your questions, and your opinion is important. So I urge you to go to my website. The website is www.stark.house.gov. And if you'll go to that again, www.stark.house.gov, share your opinion with me, and I'll answer your questions as quickly as I can by email. Or if you stay on the line, after I hang up, you'll be transferred to a voicemail account, and the voicemail account will record your concern, and then it'll take a while. Now, we usually get a lot of people who send us emails whose questions I was unable to get to. So I hope you'll be patient with us. We will get back to you. Your opinion's important to me, and I look forward